So we just watched 28 years later Bone Temple, this sequel to the 28 years later, and the fourth part in this 28 series. First we got 28 days later, then weeks later, then years later. Now the Bone Temple. So we just watched it, and how's the movie?
The movie was really good, but there are something that people will be don't understand. But if you have to watch the Bone and the Temple, you must first watch the 28 years later, the first part of the sequel. So, and the movie is really great, and it is the foundation. We can call it. It is a foundation to the uh, POV of the zombies, because before this kind of movie, pictures never really try to understand or try to portray or showcase the inner psychology or the inner psychosis of a zombie. And that is why the people were really at that time curious about, and many years later curious about the zombie, that what is going on in the head of the zombie, in the psychology of the zombie. But in this movie, the the director has shown the inner psychology of the zombie, and how does he show the world, how does he see the world, how it is shown, the way it sees, and how does it react, or do it react out of the sense of jeopardizing oneself, or does it just attack the enemy by seeing or something. That is the main case. The protagonist, protagonist, the alpha in the movie, which is the main zombie, the powerful zombie in the movie, is being portrayed as nothing but the experiment conducted by Dr. Kelson. That is the what the movie is about.
But
Because it talks about the inner psychology of the zombie, which is really real in this time, because before this it has never happened in the history of zombie movie.
But I don't think people need to watch 28 years later first part in order to watch this Bone Temple. They can go directly watch this Bone Temple, just like you did. You didn't watch 28 years later
Yes,
part
yes,
1,
yes.
and you just watched the Bone Temple.
So must visit and watch
But
28 years later.
I did felt that this was a completely different film from the 28 years later. And here the zombie part is like almost like 10 or 20%, and most of the runtime it is about this the villain,
Symbolism.
the villain of this film, and the Dr. Kelson. The film focus on their characters, and what they do, how they torture the villain, how they torture the people, and the action that happen.
The movie deals with a lot of symbolism, the bone and the temple, and the hope to the revival of humanity which has been buried under the ground. It is the foundation of the movie, that after the apocalypse of zombie infection, uh, you will see the hope for humanity in the movie. Without spoiler, we are saying this. Okay, that is the must visit and watch zombie.
And yeah, there's a third part is going to come, but that includes the one big actor who is returning in this franchise.
Yes.
If you have seen the previous part, you will know. In the end, you will know what I'm talking about, and definitely watch the film.